Hi, today I'm going to talk about China. It's a potential country for trade and investment. So in my report, first I talk about little background of China, the population, the land area, and some data about the recent GDP since 2011. And I also talk about the reason why I think China is going to be a good choice for international trade and investment. First main reason is the intensive investment opportunities are rooted in the economic structure adjustment in China. China is facing a critical economic structure adjustment after a consecutive 10 years, two digits economic growth. This economic structure adjustment means a huge investment opportunity is waiting for a wise investor to find out. The second reason is that the economic growth rate of China will possibly be a top one all over the world in the next decade. The economic growth rate of China has been at average 9% annually for last two decades, which is three times the rate of economic growth of developed countries. Right now, China's economic is slowing down. It is not a bad slowing down, but just for the economic structure adjustment. This slowing down economic is a good opportunity for a foreign investor. The third reason would be China has a large market to be developed. Everyone knows that China has a large land and a large population. Clearly, it does mean a large market. Economically, China has a large effective market for an investor to develop. Another reason that I think is pretty important is that the green economic, green society, and health life are the growing markets in China. The government of China has invested $1 billion in the clean energy industry. The promoting policies for using clean energy are implemented across country. Especially the government of China will support a clean tech project economically, like the car Tesla. Last but not least, higher educated workforce in China is growing. Every year, more than 6 million students graduate from the universities in China. Most of them are bilingualism. Chinese and English. Most of Chinese students are learning English at the kindergarten, and English exam is a big subject in Chinese education system, either for entrance to high school or admission to university. So far, any foreign investors, language is not a problem for running the business in China. And I also talk about China's foreign trade. China's total trade volume in goods ranked high globally in 1978. The total value of China's import and export was only 20.6 billion US dollars, ranked the 32nd in the world trade and accounting for less than 1% of the world's total. In 2010, the total value of China import and export reached 2.974 trillion US dollars, 144 times as much as that in 1978, averaging an annual growth of 16.8%, raising import and export enterprise sense of social responsibility. As myself, I'm doing a small import and export business from China right now. I can say there's a big market for export some goods from America to China. Even though China manufacture a lot of products for America, but some of the products are not allowed sold inside of China, which means Chinese people cannot get those products inside of the China. Therefore, Chinese people need to find channel that connect with for foreign goods. My recent work is to be their channel, buy and resell some goods overseas. Besides exporting goods to China, I also import some small stuff from China to America. Even though some products that both sold in China and America, but the price in States are twice or even three times more than they sold in China. I was able to get a lower price supplies from Chinese factory and direct buy from them and resell in China, in the United States. According to China's GDP growth, population, export imports costs, and China's current situation, I think China is the potential country for trade and investment for the future 10 years. Thank you.